As you can see, it is business as usual. Shops are open. Commuter omnibus operators are also operating, as well as vendors. They are going on with their day-to-day activities. We managed
What's happening, guys? It's your boy Uncle P with another episode of Uncle P's podcast. Yo. Hey, my friend, you cannot make this shit up. So, South Africa, I always tell you that you'll be vindicated, that your truth and your honesty and the reality of what's happening in your country will expose itself. So, our orphans, our Zimbos, our stepchildren have decided to stand their ground. Or did they decide to stand their ground? Perfect. I'm about to cook. Will you let me cook? I'm about to cook. Will you let me cook? Cue the intro. So, Zimbos have decided, you know what? South Africans don't want us in their country. South Africans are pissed off. We're going to show them that we are better than them. We are going to show them that we do not need them. We are going to show them that we, as Zimbabweans, we are educated. So, in previous videos that I've made, you guys saw what happened to that guy that decided he's going to protest. But there was an initiator who initiated all these terrorists. And the initiator.
I'm asking you, based on we as South Africans, we've always known that it is very difficult to, to rise up against the government of Zimbabwe, the government of ZANU-PF. We've seen it with RG Mugabe, and we are seeing it with Mnangagwa. They don't take kindly to civil uprising. And with yours, it's a peaceful march. And you are saying you are planning it not as a shutdown, but as a march. And you are going to be giving a memorandum, as it were. So what is the worst thing that could happen?
The worst thing that could happen is maybe what has happened in the past when others have marched, right? But I'm hoping that it won't go that way because we are doing everything in the books. We've sent a letter already to them, an email, and right now we're looking for someone that will go and send the letter physically to the police station where we are actually applying to do the march, and we're hoping that they can actually assist us in it because we're not trying to fight against them or anything like that. There's no, we don't have time for that. We just want progress in the country. So we're not trying to fight with them. We're just trying to communicate with them to say, hey, if we do this, the country can go somewhere. This is what the people hope to do in the country, and the people want to work for themselves. They actually want to do the work. We're not, I'm not for the idea of saying the government must, because that's what has been happening, that we expect roads because the government must, we expect this because the government must. I want to give the people a chance to do it themselves. So
let me firstly applaud this young lady because she has said absolutely nothing wrong. This is the Jacinta of Zimbabwe. She said nothing wrong. So let's continue to listen.
That's all. We're just trying to communicate to say, please ease up business restrictions. Please do this, please do that, so that we can be able to operate and move our businesses and invest in our land.
Political parties in Zimbabwe, have they contacted you to show, how do I say it, to show solidarity, to be in solidarity and to guarantee you to be marching with you?
Yes.
Now, guys, you need to understand something. Pay attention to the interviewer. He's speaking his words very carefully on the questions he's asking and what he's saying. You will understand why later on in the video. Let's continue to listen.
Yes.
Okay, that's a very good thing. And this is the first of a kind that you are doing this. And the name of the organization is?
The name of the organization
That you are doing this.
Before she tells us the name of the organization, which she does not remember, this is the first of the kind. Guys, listen. Nobody has ever protested in Zimbabwe. Before they come here and say, Uncle P, you are lying, because this one, I'm going to take all the Zimbabweans. Let's continue to listen.
Zimbabwe.
Let's let her speak. What is?
Because I forget the name of it.
It's called
Zimbabwe National Unity Council.
Zimbabwe. Let me write it down. Zimbabwe National Unity.
Yes, Council.
National
Unity Council.
Unity Council. This reminds me of this guy who was an activist from Zimbabwe. Of course, he was based in London or in the UK. I can't remember quite well. He used to hang the Zimbabwean flag, and he would say this flag. And that guy clearly said, I don't want to be political, and he did not want this was Mugabe time. Hopewell, Chinono, and other people. I just want to understand. They were all stopped, not in a nice way. They started getting back because you are disturbing people from eating.
They were all stopped, not in a nice way, because you are disturbing people from eating. Keep in mind, this Zimbabwean was based in the UK and stood against his government from the UK, the same way they make noise here in South Africa. Guys, watch this episode. You will be surprised, or maybe you won't, because we already know what happens in Zimbabwe. So these people were stopped, not in a very nice way. And I told you guys, whether it's Angola, Nigeria, Cameroon, Senegal, all of our countries, we don't protest, guys. Because when we protest the things that has happened and things that will happen, you'll be very shocked. So baby girl started the organization and everything else, and
Zimbabwe is doing well, and I was out of line. I should not have tried to bring up ideas on how the economy can grow. I should have not have tried to communicate with the government about anything. I was wrong. I am out of the match.
Yo! Kosisi keleli Africa. But first, yo. A few moments later, baby girl like, well, guys, for those of you who don't remember her, this is the very same girl that said this. What's the video?
I'm inviting the Nigerians in South Africa to come build with us in Zimbabwe. And one of the reasons that I love the Nigerian nation is because the Nigerians that come to South Africa are the wealthy ones. Think about it, Nigeria is all the way there, and they managed and afforded to take a flight to come all the way to South Africa. So the ones that come to South Africa are the wealthy ones. Think about it, have you ever seen a Nigerian competing for a job? Nigerians, when they come here, they come to open businesses. They come with business ideas and they implement those business ideas. And that's the kind of forward thinking that I need for my project in Zimbabwe. I need people that are business minded, people that can open a business from scratch, and people that already have money. You understand? So I am welcoming Nigerians to come with us, be a part of the growth. Let us see how we can grow together. I already have different nationalities in my group that we are making plans to move our growth to Zimbabwe, because we need to have peace of mind. We need to function properly. You understand? We need to also be somewhere where we belong.
Let me just pause there for a second, because she says a lot. Keep in mind, when she is saying all this, she's currently in South Africa. When she was making all this noise, when she was making the other noise, she's now in Zimbabwe. Should I I think it's time for
a few moments later.
I would like to formally apologize for being involved in the march on the 31st of July.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to stop it. I'm sorry. Guys, you know what? Like, you can't make this shit up. In South Africa. In Zimbabwe.
I would like to formally apologize for being involved in the march on the 31st of July and actually announce that I'm no longer involved in the march because I've been getting insight on the consequences of the Zimbabwean people peacefully demonstrating to the government about any development ideas. That is wrong. People should not ask for development. I'm sorry. I'm out of the march. I would like to plead.
Guys, at this stage, I'm no longer finding this funny. The reason I'm no longer finding it funny, because at this stage, all of us now should realize that Zimbabweans have no voice in their country. Zimbabweans will not be able to fight for their nation like South Africa is. Therefore, Zimbabweans will remain in South Africa. Let's keep listening and I will prove it.
I would like to plead on behalf of myself and my family and ask for forgiveness and say, please, I am sorry. Please just don't harm any of my family. Don't harm the children. Don't just keep my family out of it. If your grudge is with me, you are welcome. You can come and kill me, but please leave my family out of it. And I am also out of the march. So, let's not harm children and let's not harm people who were not even involved in the march in the first place. It's me who was involved in the march. And if you want to kill and murder anyone, come and murder me. So that it can be over. And after that, I am sorry. The economy of Zimbabwe is prospering. There is nothing that we should try to communicate about development. There is nothing that we should try to communicate about anything because Zimbabwe is doing well. And I was out of line. I should not have tried to bring up ideas on how the economy can grow. I should have not have tried to communicate with the government about anything. I was wrong. I am out of the march.
Can you imagine the fear they put in this girl? The fear they put in this girl. This girl has to come back to SA. She can't stay in Zimbabwe. Her life is at risk. And this is the reality of these nations. They will never accept the truth of their country. They will never accept the reality of what is happening in their country. Because the truth is, they have no voice. South Africa is the only place where they can voice themselves. Because this is the truth and reality of their nation.
If you are willing to be as transparent as you say,
yes,
let's talk about the Criminal Law Code Amendment Bill.
That's right.
What is the role of that bill?
The role of that bill is to make sure that citizens love their country.
What does that mean?
That means you cannot go about talking bad about your own country. Zimbabwe is a sovereign, and this is not the first country which has got that patriotic bill. America has. When it happens in Zimbabwe, it looks like Zimbabwe should be some place where everybody looks at it and say everything.
So you guys have used this video before. She's fumbling her words. See, Zimbabwe is a sovereign. She couldn't finish that statement. Finished is a sovereign country. And then, so just pay attention to everything she's saying. It's a 6-minute video. It's a long episode. Let's keep going.
Micromanage everything which happens. Zimbabwe is a sovereign country.
What does it mean that you can't talk bad about the country? So you can't say what? That the president is despotic? You can't say that?
That's not, that has always been going on. We are talking about putting sanctions on your country, talking about a coup in your country.
Why not? Why not? It's freedom of expression. But if people feel...
Why are you asking Zimbabwe when other countries have done?
If people feel that the political environment does not enable them to live out
Which
and
people?
act out the democracy. The very same people that you're saying can't go around talking about sanctions.
Come around.
Those people.
Kathy, I would like to invite you to Zimbabwe. I'm the Minister of Information, and I must tell you.
Are you saying that
Tuesday,
are you saying that there are no people talking about calling for sanctions on Zimbabwe?
People are talking whatever they are talking. Zimbabwe is a sovereign state who always put their bills in place to make sure that everything flows according to the rules and constitution of the country. But as I speak right
Even
now,
if it's anti-democratic?
the media in my country, very democratic. As a ministry, we look after
how can
everyone.
you talk about freedom of expression?
Yes.
And then in the same breath say that there is a law effectively that can ultimately have people imprisoned if they're talking bad about the country.
You can't. We haven't seen Malema talking bad about the president of this country. Any citizen of...
I don't think I need to put videos of Malema speaking bad about Zuma, about Thabo Mbeki, about... I don't need to, right? We don't need to drag this episode, right? So, let's go back.
The country, you got to respect your country. You need to be patriotic. Why is it that when it is Zimbabweans who are patriotic about their own country, it becomes a problem?
If you're going to use the example of Julius Malema,
why would Zimbabweans are being patriotic by telling you guys to not change the laws, to not do what you are doing? That is patriotism. Zimbabweans are trying to fight for their country and you are stopping them. That is not being patriotic. What is she saying? But let's continue to listen.
Of Julius Malema.
Why would anybody
he is
go
seen
and talk
on
about
multiple media platforms criticizing the president? Is that something?
Of course, you have seen a lot. That's why you are talking like this. You have heard a lot of people who say a lot of things which are not factual about my country, and that has not stopped them. Nobody has stopped them. What I'm talking about here is serious issues.
This is a bill that was passed in
sanctions have strangled the people of this country. Sanctions have strangled the people of our country. And you've got to understand that. And they have no reason. Sanctions are not strangling leaders, presidents. Sanctions are strangling the poorest of poor in our country. There is no reason why a Zimbabwean wants to destroy everything and inherit ashes. You can't burn a country so that you inherit ashes.
How is talking bad about a country burning it?
But we have seen opposition in the past. We have gone to Western countries asking for sanctions to be imposed. These are illegal sanctions, by the way.
Because they because they believe the government is running the country to the ground. How about addressing the very...
So basically her issue is that Zimbabweans are asking other countries to impose sanctions on Zimbabwean government because they are not leading the country properly. So they then decided to pass out a law that anybody that speaks negatively, that says the truth about Zimbabwe, they will face the might of the law. And that is what is happening currently in Zimbabwe. They would rather have their people go out there and lie and lie and lie. This is a 6-minute video. She even goes as far as to brag about the fact that the Chinese are going there to build the biggest steel factory, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they are still building it, Sisi. It's not yet there. You are bragging about things that are coming that has not yet come. How many companies have bragged about things that are coming but never yet came and ended up not coming? Guys, the reality is this. They are going to keep avoiding the truth. They are going to continue to avoid their reality. And their reality is...
Hey, funeka gcwele mashe nimashe uphakela mthakathi nawo amakwerekwere ayabuya futhi egoli. Funeka siqala ukumasha futhi. Ayabuya amakwerekwere nawabona agcwele kangakanani. Hey. Asihlukumeza amakwerekwere. Hayi.
That is their reality. They are coming back to South Africa. They have no voice. They have no freedom. I told you guys, they are loud in other people's country. When it's their own country, they are silenced. No voice. I dare Zimbabweans to come to this comment and make a noise. I dare Zimbabweans to come in this comment here and make a noise. Also, you are invited Here is the platform. Imagine in your own country, your government cannot feed you. Your government can not do anything for you, but your government can do this. Guys, look. Zimbabweans will not fight for the future of that country. They will not fight for the future of their children. They are puppets. They are sheeps. They are cowards.
As you can see, it is business as usual. Shops are open. Commuter omnibus operators are also operating, as well as vendors. They are going on with their day-to-day activities. We managed to speak to business operators, particularly those in the tourism and hospitality industry. They say they remain committed to serving their customers. They have no time for detractors who use social media to disturb the country's socio-economic stability.
It's a business as usual today on the 31st of July. We are serving customers, no changes, no anything. It's totally business as usual in the tourism industry. You see that there's mine enter, everyone is working, the shops are opened everywhere. It's normal business.
Meanwhile, at the Zimbabwe International Conference and Exhibition Smart City, the country's premier mining, engineering and transport exhibition.
Moral of the story, they're ignoring. Nobody wants to speak. They are afraid. They are shaking in their boots. Zimbabweans. You see, if you stop mocking people and you just be honest with yourself, we can help you. But no unnecessary pride.
To hold a public gathering in Zimbabwe, you need police permission, and those are hardly ever granted, especially when it's for an anti-government protest. So this is what happens usually the morning of a planned protest. People wake up and they assess the mood in the city center, see how things are feeling on the ground. Some people have opened their shops, but others are still approaching a wait-and-see attitude. You see those shops there, those are closed. Chances are because this protest has been banned by the police. Police have been deployed to certain areas in the capital, places where people normally gather to protest. Now those areas have been sealed off. People can't access those particular areas. Now some Zimbabweans are angry about the recent changes to the constitution, and these changes include extending the electoral cycles of the presidential, local government and parliamentary elections from 5 to 7 years, and that only MPs going forward can vote for the president and not people themselves. That's why some people are angry. Several cases have been filed at the Constitutional Court. Zimbabweans saying that a national referendum should have been held before changes to the constitution were done. The governing ZANU-PF party says a referendum is not necessary.
Imagine, now the people can no longer vote for their own president. The members of parliament will. The president can now serve 7 years per term. And because of that, they told them, if you try to complain, you're born. But South Africans, this is the part where I want you to stand up and sing your national anthem in pride. Because regardless, because you people said I must not say irregardless anymore. Regardless of the of the fact that Zimbabweans have insulted you, spat on you, and mocked you every single day. They're probably even going to mock you on this video. You came out and stood with Zimbabweans. But did they?
Well, there's a number of factors that makes Zimbabweans not here. We just spoke with one of the leaders from Zimbabwe now. One of the factors is the fear factor by their own government. They are fearing their own government because family members are being isolated one by one in Zimbabwe. And to a certain extent, even here in South Africa, there's a number of Zimbabweans that are fearing for their life because of being persecuted one by one. Once your face is shown, then they go after your family members. So that's according to the information we receive from ordinary Zimbabweans. Then perhaps the second.
That is literally what happens in all of our countries. The moment you start speaking the truth and bashing your country, Bye-bye. Even if they can't get to you, you see that mosquito that sucked your blood, they will go after that mosquito. If you beat somebody during a fight and your DNA stayed on that person, they will go after. Listen, they will wipe you out. Your grandmother, your great-grandmother, Baba, they will even dig the graves out and kill the mosquitoes that are sucking or eating the dead flesh. They will kill them. Baba, they don't want any reference of your existence on planet Earth. And this is the reality that a lot of these African people are living. So their reality is that they cannot speak. Their reality is that they are silenced. They cannot move. If they try, they will be slaughtered. Now you have people like me who are willing to speak your truth, but you refuse to support me. But now today, Bona, your own people are trying to speak the truth. They are being silenced. And this is what I keep telling Nigerians, Cameroonians, Senegalese, all these nations. This is the channel you should subscribe. I always say it, if you love the truth, this is the channel to subscribe to. Why? Because I speak the truth. Cowards don't want to be unalive for the truth. Guys, my life is also in danger. All of our lives are in danger that speak the truth. But we refuse to be silenced. Zimbabweans, you need to stand. South Africa came out to stand with you, and you were cowards.
Chimorenga, Zimbabwe.
Zimbabweans are cowards generally. I would have anticipated the whole street to be full of Zimbabweans, and I'm very embarrassed that Zimbabweans are not here. It is very, very embarrassing because I see Dudula, I see Operation Dudula, I see MK and so forth, March and March, but Zimbabweans are not here, and this is an embarrassment.
MK, March and March, Operation Dudula, all there to protest for Zimbabweans. Zimbabweans are not there. Even in South Africa, they are scared now. They can't say anything in their country. They cannot say anything. Remember that video? Those protesters were from the UK and they were dealt with harshly. Zimbabweans are not safe.
I think the reason why they are not here is Zimbabweans have been induced with fear. They are very fearful people. Mnangagwa's one of these tactics is fear, to induce fear in the people, and this is why these people are not here. We need people that are brave, people who cannot be intimidated. Mnangagwa is the one who is using fear to induce it on the people so that people cannot stand up against him, and this is what we're fighting for.
Thank you very much, my brother. Remind them, who are you, where are you from?
I'm William Sikini. I'm the president of Special Interest to Zimbabweans, and we're based here in South Africa. We'll continue to fight the Mnangagwa administration.
Where in Zimbabwe are you from?
Based here in South Africa. You see, guys, they are not in Zimbabwe. So South Africa, when they start calling you cowards and all that for striking, when they start mocking you, putting the Zulu pictures there, when they start, like, is this? That's why I told you those Vava Tonga, what Tongas. This video, go watch it. I told you those fools are making noise here. Let them go to Mozambique and Zimbabwe and strike. If they truly care about Zimbabweans and their people, let them go strike in those countries. I want to see something. Let them go. Ngifuna ukubona something. I want to see something. Go. South Africans, South Africa, be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself. Even in the midst of being insulted and mocked, you stood for them. What are they going to say today? What are they? Zimbabweans, please, I want to see you in the comment section. And get we papa. Comment section.
But I warn anybody who may want to be nonsensical and bring chaos in this country. We are ready for any chaos, to deal with any chaos. Whoever who preach hate speech shall be responsible for for their hate speech. Our prisons are not full.
Our prisons are not full. Yeah. Yeval. South Africans, this is the truth, nah? This is the truth.
Good morning. Now, children born in South Africa to foreign national parents do not automatically become citizens. That's the ruling of the Polokwane High Court. It dismissed an application by Zimbabwean parents who wanted their children issued with South African birth certificates. Now, for some clarity on exactly what works and what the intricacies of this are, we join.
They are here in South Africa fighting for their rights for their children. Here in South Africa, not in Zimbabwe. South Africans, I don't need to, my channel is based on bringing you evidence and facts, and I have proven to you that these people will not leave. Malawians are coming back 300 to 350 per day. Go watch this video. Zimbabweans are returning back into South Africa. Let nobody lie to you. Every single day in large numbers, especially now that these ones decided they're going to protest. South Africa, a luta continua. Zimbabweans, this is the advice I'm going to give you. It is time to stop being too proud and think that you are better than South Africans, better than anybody. You need South Africa's help. You desperately need South Africa's help. You need to beg South Africa, because listen, if you do not beg South Africa, they will not stop. They want you out of their country. The only way for you to save yourself right now is to become behaving citizens. You need to bark like a dog. When they say jump, don't ask how high. Go to the Ponty building and jump. No. It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor. People are going to start saying, oh, he's telling us to go commit. It's a metaphor. Guys, Zimbabweans, put your pride down. You need South Africans. You need us to speak for you. You need us to voice for you. Put your pride down. Like I always say in this channel, if you love the truth, this is the channel to subscribe to. I've got advice for you guys at the end of this video. I hope you have made it this far. I'm your boy Uncle P, and I shall see you guys on the next one. Cheers.
Breaking news. Heavy security has been deployed in Zimbabwean border town of Beltbridge as armed police officers and members of Zimbabwe National Army patrol the street ahead of planned July 31st, 2026. Demonstrations against Constitutional Amendment Act No. 3, also known as CAA 3. Stay with us for the latest updates as we continue to monitor events unfolding in Beltbridge and across Zimbabwe.
Zimbabweans, regarding your July 31 march, we can all see that you are up against a mountain. We are so proud of those of you who have seen the importance of standing up to fix your country for the benefit of your children and your future generations. Today, I want to give you words of encouragement and put everything into perspective. First, I want you to know and understand that the revival of the African continent has been decreed. It is ours for the taking. No one can stop it now. The determining factor will be the choices that we make as the African people. And the choice that you have made is a godly choice. No weapon formed against the people of Zimbabwe shall prosper. Secondly, I want to dispel the misconception that a lot of people have, especially our fellow Africans, that South Africa was liberated by liberation movements in exile. Nothing could be further from the truth. South Africa was liberated by South Africans from poorer communities who remained in the country and made the country ungovernable for the apartheid government. Throughout the 80s, They confronted the brutality of the mighty, very well-resourced apartheid police force with nothing but stones and a sheer determination to see freedom in our lifetime. Riots erupted in every corner of the country almost every week, making the country completely ungovernable. Zimbabweans, you will never sort out your country's problems from the safety of other countries, because that shows lack of faith in God's ability to walk before you and fight for you. No one says it's going to be easy. We are simply saying it must be done irrespective of the consequences. Be brave and take the next step. President Mnangagwa and his government are soon going to learn that God is sovereign over all kingdoms of men. He sets them up and dismantles them at his will. If South Africans brought down the giant that was the apartheid government, with God on your side, you can certainly bring down your dictatorship government. These threats that they are making, see them as nothing but fear in their hearts and a confirmation that you are on the right path. They have started running away when no one is chasing them. This is not the time to back down. We have a God who specializes in making the impossible possible. Zimbabweans, we hold you in our prayers.